Hi guys, it's me, Mr. Vietashinator, and today we're gonna solve. I'm gonna show you a tutorial how to solve the Master Drum Wars Cube. This is my brand new one, so I'm telling you this. So I'm gonna show you what pattern I made. I made the checkerboard pattern, but I didn't know there were inner edges. What are those inner edges up to? Those edges is what I didn't know. So the inside of it, it's a little messed up. But outside, what matters is what we made a checkerboard pattern. And also, we made a checkerboard pattern out of 3x3 drum wars cube, a Rubik's drum wars cube. So today we're going to solve the word drum cube, the master version. So let's start. So I'm gonna scramble it and show you a tutorial right after the scramble. Let's start. So now as you can see, we did our best scrambles as good as we could. It doesn't matter. So now it's scrambled already. So let's go to the first step. So first step is to match those inner pieces, those central ones. So this piece is matching. Now we have that piece, yellow and red. So So the red can go to the red. It's gonna turn around and back. Red. Where's the other red? Now. So we've got to get the another one edge. So we got 3 edges, internals completed. Blues. We have a blue. Yellows are completed, so a green is suspected. So blues, greens, yellows, reds. Now let's go to the next step. So next step is to match those edge pieces without ruining the internal central match progress we solved. So the green can go inside there. So now we have to turn the yellows in the directory as soon as possible. Now a blue. So blues complete, and the last one we want to get is yellow and red. Now let's go on to the next step. So the next step is to pair those edges, the central edges, without even ruining any progress we saw inside those external pieces. So if you put this yellow, this might ruin the progress. What's to green? So now just swap them with those. You got pair them as 5 of 5 edges. So you put this edge, get it out of the spot, and bring it back. So this edge is paired already. So if you want to make another edge, like in here, so you do the same thing. You do the same thing. Put inside, replace with another piece, and bring it backwards. So we made the first piece pair. So we need another piece. So we solve that piece. So here it goes. Back at the spot. Let me see if we got any mistakes. No, technically no any mistakes. So we have the last two greens to make. So over here we need to swap those two. So we got lucky because we got two blues. So the point is to finish the green. So now we're gonna use them as commutator. So we put we can turn it maybe like this. So we're gonna do is the thing. So we have to do the trick what we did when we solve centers on Rubik's cubes. There it is. So we put it there and we replace it with this one. So replace it with this one, and bring it back, and replace everything we solved before to not doing any progress. Now let's go to the another one. We'll do the same thing again for this one. So we did it. So not only the grids are solved, but the edges inside them are back to the spot as it should be. Now let's go to the red one. So the red ones, we need this edge to go here. So we go do the same thing we're told to. So the edge is created. So let's go do the other one. So now what we're gonna do? What we're going to do is put this piece over here to replace this one, and then we need to get it back. It's like a 3 second. So same thing we did to solve the last one, or two edges. Do the same move. Now let's go with this edge over here. We have last one. So the last one is that here. So what we're gonna do is do the same thing. And the second center is already solved. Now what we want to do is the last two centers. So the last two centers are just going to be very tricky. So do the same thing again. And now what we're gonna do is do the same thing again. Even the edge of self when you want last two last centers. So guys, the centers are solved. Now to the next step. Now the fourth step is the edge pairing. So we need to pair edges without ruining any progress. So anyway, no progress is going to be ruined because those edges are from the outside, not of the inside. So what we're gonna do now is put that edge over here, the yellow and red piece, or that yellow piece and soft edge. Put it right here. Replace another one and bring it backwards. Now let's go to the next edge. Next edge is these two. So you do the same thing. So we'll luckily solved blue and green. Now for the next one, blue, yellow. It's now like if we have one, two, three. So we have now three. So if you do this, you will learn in every progress. So what you're gonna do is get this edge piece out. Put inside the edge you want to pair, like blue and red. Then replace it with yellow and green to match it with another one with blue and green. Same, then bring it back. So the edges are all solved into the place. Now let's go to the next step. So the fifth step is the triangular centers. So triangular centers, we're gonna solve this with the triangular centers. So triangular centers, so we need to do a block or an edge. And then need to get the corners. So now we got the blocks. So now what we're gonna do is to solve that edge piece, this block. So this block is already solved, this block is already solved. We said those edges are certain blocks, and did as possible, and it's solved. So now we have to put the corners as the pieces. So what you're going to do is move the top, do a corner replacement, place the corner, extends now we're at solved, and bring it backwards. We do the same thing for the another center. And everything is back. Every center is solved, every center is solved except for the last one. And now we have the trickiest part. So what we do is we set up move. And then we turn it around like this. And then do the corner swap. You want, and then bring everything back. So the centers are all solved. Now to the next step. So the seventh step is to pair the edges with triangular faces. So to do that, we define the accurate normal piece. So the accurate piece of this edge, because it's already solving a flock, is to get that piece, whether it's yellow down, blue up, is yellow blue. So yellow blue is right here, so we won't swap those two. So you do the part. You're gonna put it down as a set of move, and turn it down, and then put the line for the edge to pair. Then replace it with another piece and bring it backwards. So replace it with another piece and bring the line backwards. So let's do the same thing for the other edges. So this is a bunch of unsolved edges. Softy. Now let's solve another edge piece. and bring it backwards. And that edge needs one piece, so alongside there, bring it back. So now it's the best part in the world. Now we have that edge to pair with this one, so now what we're gonna do is the same thing we did. So this was my checkerboard pattern pairing, but it doesn't matter which point on. Now we have to go swap this edge. So replace it with this piece, then brought it backwards. So what we've done is those three pieces are solved. This what's got solved. Now we have two pieces we need to swap to a blue-green center, so blue-green edge right here. So here we got this piece swapped. So we have two edge pieces. Became flux. So this piece can go there. So we got a piece solved. Now we get the edge. So we get the edge solved. So the edge, those edges are solved. So we have one edge which flipped. So we can't flip it like 4F apart in our pyramid. So what we're gonna do is swap those two pieces. We need swap. So what we're gonna do. So simple as that. Do the pyramid's movements. Oh, so now we have to take this piece out. And bring it back. So we want to pair these sets too. So we'll do a repeatable same thing. We place always with an edge. So now we got this set piece left to solve. So what we got is so now we got this piece which needs to be solved. And the edges are all solved. Now into the last step. So now the last step is the 3 states. So now how I flip it and just take it backwards. So now we have So, guys, we solved all the edges. So now we have to flip those two. So we do the algorithm. Inverse, left, right, left inverse, up, left inverse, up inverse, left. So as you can see, guys, we have a parity case. How to solve that parity case? So the first thing you're gonna do is not do the mega mix algorithm. That's gonna be taking too long. It's gonna be the Target Prism algorithm. So we have to take this piece over here, flip this one, the current algorithm, bring it back, then do the same thing for another, to flip this, and then we'll bring back those two swapped. So let's turn to performance algorithm. DW and down wide. So we have to face this upward this face and this face to swap the cube. So down wide, right, up, right inverse, up inverse, left inverse, up, left inverse, and downward inverted. Then we have to switch the cube for this piece to go swap with this one and then flip the other one and bring it backwards. So we do the same thing. So downward inversed, right, up inverse, right inverse, up, left, up, left inverse, left, up inverse, was left inverse, up, left, then up inverse, and downward. So as you can see, the parity is solved. This is the PLL parity, not the OLL. OLLs are impossible to solve. So now let's go to the edges to pair. So we have to match at the upper triangular edges. So now what we're gonna do, is to solve the other one. Now we have to solve this third piece. So and I need it to match, so I'm gonna match it with this one. So So now we have to take this piece out. Wah, wah, and back. And now we have those 3 pieces, so if I twist it so it's mute, this will move the entire face, so it's gonna be tricky. So we take this set out, so I press it front and bring it backwards, and then we do and yeah. So the edges are solved. So now we have to do is the corners. So it's very easy doing to swap corner. So this one we have a corner that needs swap here and replace one of the corners. So this corner is the accurate for this one. Very red and green along with blue. So those two are solved. So now we have to solve those two. This corner over here. So to solve this corner, it's blue and red. So blue and red is right there. So we got one piece solved. So now we have to do the trickiest part, do the second move, and to get this piece over down here and get this piece out. So that part is raw. So these two look oriented, but need to be swapped. This one needs to be here swapped, this one needs to be here swapped. We have 3 cycle 4. So what we need to do is do the other one that swaps those 2 corners, movement, and then replace that piece. So, got piece right to the spot. Now we have to get 2 of those pieces. Have to solve those 2 rows 3. So I'm gonna do a repeatable So we have now the last three. The last three is the same trickiest part ever. So so the cube is soft. Fun. So guys, if you have any question, you can send to me. Thank you very much for the third solution. That was a great tutorial ever. So guys, if you know how to solve that cube, you do it for every state. And this is what I show you, and I signature you by now. By the movement algorithm is what I did. So, if you want to solve a Rubik's Cube like this, do the beginner's method. I signature you, the beginner's method is this, what I showed you. So guys, subscribe for more please. Bye!